It's the weekend. Good morning, everybody. This is Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran sports cards and collectibles, coming to you live from Arlington, Washington. All right, just had to make a hey there, Lucas. Wow, you're becoming a regular on my channel here. I don't know for sure how long you stay with me, but I do appreciate you joining in. So, yes, we're all good to go here. I've got my 5-minute preview here. As far as my streams for next week, they're still kind of in a holding pattern. We'll see what happens and stuff. We're maybe going to go out of town for my wife's vacation, maybe not. She's taking some time off from work. I had to bump this up just a little bit earlier today because it's just like got a funeral to go to this afternoon, so that's why my wife took off work today. So we got to leave a little bit earlier, probably about noontime from here. So we'll be heading to that. And then my stream next, I'm going to leave all the scheduled streams in place just in case anything changes. But if anything changes, I will cancel a stream if I'm not going to be able to do that one. But as far as now, I will say they'll most likely happen if we do not go anywhere farther from our home. We'll probably just head out in the mornings after I do my streams and just do a little local sightseeing in our area here. So yeah, so we are going to open up today this 2012 Cooperstown Professional Baseball Trading Card Set. And I'll read a little bit on the back here. They got some of the odds and things of what you can pull out of this box, this hobby box. It is pretty much all Hall of Fame type material, but there is 150 cards in the base set. 150 cards in the base set. There's Hall of Fame Common short prints, 20 cards. Hall of Fame Commons Crystal Collection, cards number 1 through 170. So the base set is 150, and then you have your special short print cards are like 151 through 170. You have bronze history inserts, which are 100 cards. Cooperstown signatures, 100 cards. Induction, 25 cards. Famous moments, 20 cards. Famous moments signatures, 9 different signature cards. High praise, 20 cards. Field generals, 10 cards. Museum pieces, 20 cards. Hall history, 10 cards. Ballpark cards, 10 cards. The village, 10 cards. Credentials, 20 cards. With honors, 10 cards. Voice of summer, 10 cards. Famed cuts, 30 cards. Ty Cobb, Georgia Peach, 1 card. Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, 1 card. All cards are randomly placed across the production run and aren't guaranteed in individual packs, box, or case. Panini America Inc. Makes no... basically they can't guarantee there's any future value in any of these cards, but we'll just see what type of inserts we have. I do have a 2013 hobby box that I'll be breaking at a later date. And looking for the inches 150 cards in this set. And then the 2013, there's a 100 card base set, and I've got 2 sets of those of the common cards. So I'm just trying to sell at a later date, and as I post things on my eBay store. So we've got about 1 minute here. So far it looks like it's just me and you, Lucas. As far as I can tell, it says 2 people in the stream. I haven't quite figured out if one of those means that it's me streaming. But anyway, I know you're at least out there, Lucas, and we've got probably less than a minute to go here. As soon as it hits 10 o'clock, I'll be breaking open this box. I'll pan down just a little bit so I can get a good picture here, and we'll get this all set up. All right, so I've got 10 o'clock on my time here. I'm going to pan down so that I can be in the picture here, and we're going to go ahead and bust open this box here. Get the plastic seal broke on this, so you'll know it is a brand new box, hobby box for the 2012 Panini Cooperstown collection. Oh yeah, they do have on here, win a trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame Museum in Cooperstown. I'm pretty sure that trip has expired. I'm gonna kind of open this up here and display it kind of like you would, and if you found it in the store back in the day, if you were buying packs of cards. All right, there we go. We've got our box on display, and we'll commence to ripping open this box here. I'm just going to start and try and take one from each side. So of course we've got 5 trading cards in each one. We do have on the back of the packs here, not that you'd be able to read this stuff, but some people sometimes like to freeze frame. See if I can get a good shot there. I don't know if it's going to be clear enough. That does show the packs, what the packs looked like back in the day. And we're going to go ahead and rip this open. See what we get here. Throw these in here. All right, again, pretty much the design I'll kind of highlight and show you. It's kind of cool. We got a Barry Larkin on the top here. We have a Barry Larkin. Kind of tells you the year they're inducted on the top, 2012. Barry Larkin was inducted into the Cooperstown. Barry Larkin. That's the design pretty much of the basic cards in this set. And then on the back you have, of course, the card number. Barry Lewis Larkin. He played. Then on the back it puts the years they played: 1986 to 2004. He was a shortstop, and then it has a brief bio, and it has his 1995 stats here, which is probably maybe when they designed these cards. I don't know. It's a 2012 set, and then it gives his totals for his 19 seasons that he played in the big league. That's what the back of the cards look like. If there's anything special that comes up in a special insert, I'll show you those cards too. So that's our first card, Barry Larkin. All right, in 2012. So then next we have Carl Yastrzemski. He was inducted in 1989. Carl Yastrzemski. All right, Ralph Kiner was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1975. Ralph Kiner. All right, guess maybe Lucas left. I don't know if there's anyone here or not anymore. And I guess this was to throw you off. Even back in 2012, they put in the marker cards. Marker card for my collection here. All right, we got a ballpark here. We got the Polo Grounds in New York from 1890 to 1964. The Polo Grounds, New York. Awesome ballpark card there. They number that. It's card number 4. Card number 4. All right, let's see. Put that there. Try and put the commons right over here. I'll put them. All right, Walter Johnson, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1936. Walter Johnson. That's our 5 cards. And then, okay, you get an access. Okay. This was back in the day. They're not worth anything anymore, but Hall of Fame holiday. Win a trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame Museum in Cooperstown. Grand prize. Entering your access code online also enters you for the Panini America Grand Prize, a trip to all 3 Hall of Fame locations. See back for details. Oh, okay, it has for the NBA, MLBPA, or the NFL on the outside outer envelope. Tells you how to enter their contest. I don't know if I need to do anything with those, but on to pack 2. Okay, you are still there. So it must have been somebody else in the stream and they jumped out. So it's me and you there, Lucas. All right. So we've got Lefty Grove, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1947. Lefty Grove. Sparky Anderson. Sparky Anderson in 2000. Slaughter. 1985. Slaughter. Looks like maybe in each pack just to throw people off, so they put these thick little marker cards here. Use them as dividers and stuff. All right. Credentials, individual player report, Juan Marchal. Juan Antonio Sanchez Marchal, inducted 1983. Voted in with 83.7%, 16 seasons in the MLB, 10 times All-Star, 6-time 20-game winner, 1969, 21 wins, 2.10 ERA, and a .994 whip. This is a credential card. Credential card. A little bit different design here. Card number 12. Then it looks like we got Tony Perez in 2000. Tony Perez. And I think every pack must have got one of these where you could enter into the... Yeah, each one has a different code on it when you could enter back in the day. All right. There. All right. Frankie Frisch. Frisch, 1947, was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Rollie Fingers. Rollie Fingers back in 1992 for Rollie Fingers. All right, we've got our first serialized card. Edward S. Plank. Gettysburg Eddie. Card number 194 out of 599. Bronze history. Bronze history. This is card number 69. Card number 69. And then on the back, they have it looking pretty much like a postcard. Kind of like the Hall of Fame inductee large 3x5 cards that they have. All right. Gives you a look to see what those look like. Then we got Ray Schlack, 1955. Ray Schlack, 1955. And last but not least, Andre Dawson, 2010. Andre Dawson was inducted in 2010. And our win a trip card. All right. Pack number 4. Okay. All right, we got Wee Reese, 1984. Wee Reese was inducted into the Hall of Fame. All right. Oh, this is awesome. Not one of my superstars, but remember him growing up and stuff. So we've got another serialized card, and it is an on-card signature. Cooperstown Signatures, 2008 is when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Rich or Goose Goslin. So they've got on his card Rich Goslin, but he signs it Goose Goslin. Nice, cool looking card there. Goose Goslin on card signature. Run the spaces down here. Yep, and then on the back they've got it numbered HOF-RG for Rich Goslin. So that's at least one good hit there. On card signature. All right, then we got Field Generals, 1945. Roger Bresnahan. Rogers Bresnahan, Field Generals, which is another insert subset. Nice looking card there. Field Generals. And on the back, it's got his whole mind was concentrated on winning that particular game, and it was rarely that he overlooked anything. Hall of Famer John McGraw. Show you the back of that subset in the card set. All right. Can't really see that, but we'll pan down later. Herb Pennock, 1948. Herb Pennock. And last but not least, Nap LaJoy, or LaHoy, 1937. Matt LaHoy, Hall of Famer. And our win a trip card from pack number 4. Moving on to pack number 5 here. There's 24 packs in this hobby box. 24 packs. Well, that is cool. That one matches up with the card from the last pack. 2008 Cooperstown Goose Goslin. You can see they used the same picture, just slightly different design on the signature card. Goose Goslin. I just pulled that one. All right. Next, we've got Al Kaline, 1980. Al Kaline, 1980. All right. Then we've got High Praise. The bases could be loaded, and the pennant riding on every pitch. It never bothered Whitey Ford. High Praise subset card. 1974. All right. Then we've got another credentialed individual player report. Steve Carlton. Name in full, Steve Norman Carlton. Inducted in 1994 with 95.6% of the vote. They've got all his different stats listed on the card there. So that's nice for that subset there. Card number 5 in that subset. Then Mickey Cochran, 1947. Mickey Cochran. All right. And Arctic win a trip card. Pack number 5. Pack number 6. I can put it that way. Give me a little bit more space here. Some of these foil packs are just, some will rip right open, and then the other ones, there we go. Once you get it grabbed in the right way and rip that foil. All right, Ozzie Smith, 2002. Ozzie Smith. Ernie Banks, 1977. Ernie Banks. Year I graduated from high school. All right, High Praise. I can't imagine how anybody could possibly be any better, no matter how far back you go. 1984, Luis Arpacio. Luis Arpacio, 1984. Then we've got here induction. Hall of Fame class of 1955. Joseph Paul DiMaggio, Joe DiMaggio. Another induction type subset. Then we've got Sam Crawford, 1957. 1957, Sam Crawford. And our famous win a trip card. Out of pack number 6, 1/4 of the way through the hobby box. Once you get it started on the rip, it works pretty good. All right. We have Joe Cronin, 1956. Joe Cronin. At least we got pretty good feed here this morning. Maybe I'm doing it early enough before everybody's woke up on our weekend. Ed Delante, 1945. Ed Delante. Brooks Robinson, 1983 for Brooks Robinson. And we've got a big old marker card here. Marker card. 3 out of 7, not too bad. All right, Cooperstown famous moments. August 10th, 1971. Killebrew clouts his 500th homer. Harmon Killebrew. Bat used during the official game. No, it's not a relic. Just showing you a picture of the bat when he got his 500th home run. Harmon Killebrew. Got quite a few single cards in the subset here. Charles Kaminsky, 1939. Charles Kaminsky. And our famous Win a Trip card. Add that there to the collection. All right, here we go. Oh, nice rip there. I must have grabbed it right. All right. Jim Bunning, 1996. Jim Bunning, 1996. Paul Wainer. Paul Wainer, 1952. Paul Wainer card. All right. Then we've got Joe Morgan, 1990. Joe Morgan from 1990. Got our famous marker card here. 4 thick marker cards. All right, we've got another serialized card. This one's a little bit down there. We had a $5.99 and a $4.99. This one's 299 cards. No, card number 284 out of 299. Cooperstown, inducted 2000. Carlton Fisk. Looks like a, can't remember what, like a foil edging and stuff on this. Get a little bit more reflection here. Again, it's card number 284 out of 299. So that's our third kind of squeeze that in there. Put this one kind of right down here for now. Okay, move those commons up there. Let's see, trying to rearrange things just a little bit here without, let's say, ruining any of the cards. There's our signature. So these are our 3 bigger hits: the signature, the hologramish type, and the plaque card. Cooperstown, Ralph Kiner, 1975. Ralph Kiner. And last but not least is our Win a Trip card. So I guess you could say you get 6 cards because you get one of these when you get one of the thick marker cards. That's card number 7. Just taking light of things here. All right. Well, it looks like it's just me and you, Lucas, if you're still hanging in there with me. All right. If anything, if you're doing other things while you're just on my live stream, I appreciate it. I do that usually in the evenings when I'm posting things onto my my eBay account. Red Schoendeist, 1989. Red Schoendeist. Ooh. Oh my word. That is cool feeling. Cooperstown, Reggie Jackson, Hall of Fame, 1993. Induction year. The texture on this almost feels like it's wood, but I don't think it is. It's just the texture on the top of the card. Let's set this across there. Show you kind of close up here. The texture on the front there, it almost feels like it's wood, but I don't believe it is. This is Reggie Jackson. It's got site of the first National Baseball Hall of Fame induction, June 12th, 1939. That's the back of that card there. Kind of sharp looking, different design. Set that one right there. Continue on here. All right, we've got another induction card for Albert William Kaline. Class of 1980, Hall of Fame class of 1980. Al Kaline. All right, that'll go in that set there. All right, now we've got Roberto Alomar. Roberto Alomar. Class of 2011 for Roberto Alomar. Here we go. Nolan Ryan, 1999. Nolan Ryan. All right. And then, of course, our famous win a trip card. Toss that over to the side there. All right. All right. Burley Grimes, 1964. Burley Grimes, 1964. Then we've got Tony Gwynn, 2007. Tony Gwynn, powerhouse hitter. He got a hold of one. All right, Hall History, another subset. Man, I'm running out of space down here for all these different subsets. But Hall of History, Cooperstown, Ty Cobb, 1936 inductee. Ty Cobb. Nice brown type border there. All right, here we go. A lot of people heard of this player here, inducted in 1972, Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra. And then Frank Chance, 1946. Frank Chance, Hall of Famer. These are all Hall of Famers. And then our win a trip card. Toss it over. All right. Almost to the halfway mark in our box break here. Almost to the halfway mark. Rickey Henderson, 2009. Rickey Henderson. All right. Hoyt Wilhelm, 1985. Hoyt Wilhelm, 1985. Then we've got Rogers Hornsby. Rogers Hornsby, 1942 for Rogers Hornsby. Then we've got United States of America. National Baseball Hall of Fame with honors, Johnny Mize, U.S. Army. This must be of Johnny Mize when he got inducted into, or sworn in the U.S. Army. So he served our military, kind of like me. This one is, okay, yeah, he served during World War II. The New York Giants can start looking for a first baseman. Johnny Mize is in the Navy. In the Navy. Says U.S. Army there and U.S. Navy in the back. Specialist First Class Mize was sent to Hawaii in 1944, where he competed with the Navy's team of baseball all-stars before embarking on a tour of the Pacific Theater that included stops in the Marshall Islands, Guam, Saipan, Palau, and Leyte. Mize hit several right over the palm trees into the ocean. Recalled pitcher Virgil Trucks to author Richard Goldstein. All right. One of our baseball players that's a true veteran, not only a veteran baseball player, but a veteran in the armed forces. I spent 20 years in the United States Navy. Hank Greenberg, 1956. Hank Greenberg, 1956. And our famous Every Pack Hall of Fame Holiday Win-A-Trip card. All right, after this pack here, we're halfway through the box. Almost at our half-hour mark. I don't mind spending a little bit more time on this, since this is my favorite type of product. If I could just keep buying this type of product, I would do it. But what fun is that? You got to collect current stuff, old stuff, and Hall of Fame stuff. Even though my specialty is Hall of Fame. Bill Mazeroski, 2001. Bill Mazeroski. Willie McCovey, 1986. Willie McCovey. And then Honus Wagner. Honus Wagner, 1936. That's a nice looking card. Honus sitting there waiting to either come up to bat or looks like he's chilly. He's got that warm thing on there. All right, we've got another Cooperstown serialized card for Harry Wright. Harry Wright. Card number 71 of 599. Should say on the back here. Inducted 1953. Harry Wright. You can see it serialized. Again, number 71 out of 599. All right. Then we've got Richie Ashburn, 1995. And last but not least, our famous Hall of Fame holiday win-a-trip card. I'm going to have 24 of those by the time we're done. So halfway through this hobby box. Hopefully I'm not boring you too much there, Lucas. All right. What do we got next here? Buck Ewing, 1939. Buck Ewing. Johnny Evers, 1946. Johnny Evers, 1946. Just speed it up a little. Johnny Mize, 1981. Johnny Mize, 1981. Our famous marker card. Keep forgetting to bring my belt in, but I haven't seen nothing super exciting yet. It wouldn't surprise me if I go through and hopefully their one-of-one cards say something, but there was only 2. I'm sure they've probably already been collected. Another induction card, Don Ashburn, Cooperstown, New York, class of 1996. Richie Ashburn. Not Don Ashburn, yeah, Richie Ashburn, that's the way I remember him. Inducted July 30th, 1995. Then we got Dennis Eckersley, 2004. And our famous last card, Win-a-Trip. Okay, there we go. Get it pulled out there. All right, Bob Lehman, 1976. Bob Lehman. Joe Tinker, 1946. Joe Tinker. Earl Weaver, 1996 for Earl Weaver. Marker card. All right. Hall history, Cooperstown. Honus Bonus Wagner, 1909. 110 years ago is when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Honus Bonus Wagner. I'll show you the back. I showed you one of those on Ty Cobb's card. Honus Bonus there. All right. And next here we have King Kelly. And our famous Win-a-Trip card. All right, Tom Seaver, 1992. Tom Seaver. Willie Stargell, 1988. Willie Stargell. There we go. We got our second foil card. Card number 281. What was that last one there? Oh, okay. 284. Pretty close. 281, 284. 281 out of 299. Fergie Jenkins. Jenkins. Serialized card here. Fergie Jenkins. All right. Eddie Matthews, 1978. Eddie Matthews. Phil Niekro, 1997. Phil Niekro. And our famous Win-a-Trip card. All right, after this pack, we're 2/3 of the way through the box. All right, Lou Boudreau, 1970. Lou Boudreau. Trying to say some of these odd names as good as possible. Louis Arpacio, 1984. Famous moments again. Famous moments. All right. We had a bat before. Now we have a glove and a ball. April 15th, 1981. Seaver collects his 3,000th strikeout. Tom Seaver, baseball and glove used during the official game. This ball and glove were used by Tom Seaver when he fanned his 3,000th batter on April 18th, 1881. Cool looking card there. These are no doubt taken from the Hall of Fame Museum there in Cooperstown. All right, card number 3 in that set. Duke Snider, 1980. Duke Snider. And Eddie Murray, 2003. And our Win a Trip card, of course. All right, last third of the box. All right, Goose Goslin. Goose Goslin. Not to mistake him with Goose Gossage, but Goose Goslin, 1968. Harry Cooper, 1971. Harry Cooper. All right. Museum Pieces collection. Museum Pieces. George Brett, first base. This first base was occupied by George Brett on September 30th, 1992, after he logged his 3,000th career hit. Cool. Induction class of 1999 for George Brett. Yet another different subset in the series. Museum Pieces. All right. Then our Hall of Fame history. Effa Manley, 2006. Effa Manley. You wonder, Effa? Yes, that is a female. There is a female that has been inducted into the Hall of Fame. I believe she's executive. I think she was an owner of a team, if I remember right, back in the day. Let's see if I can briefly see something on the back here. Yeah, okay. Cooperstown inducts first woman as the trailblazing owner of the Negro Leagues Newark Eagles from 1936 to 48. Manley used her platform to campaign tirelessly for civil rights and to fight against injustice. 25 years after her death, she became the first woman enshrined in Cooperstown in 2006. Another Hall history card there. And then Al Spalding, 1939. Al Spalding. And our famous Win a Trip card and code. There's codes down here. Can't really get a clear picture of it. I don't know. I might go to their website just to see if it still works. I don't think it would. It'd probably say it's expired. Be interesting if it wasn't, though, if you could still win a trip, because maybe nobody won that trip way back in the day. I'm sure somebody must have. We do that when I have some spare time. Just keep these cards and try one of the codes. Pay Trainer, 1948. Pay Trainer or Pie Trainer. All right. Frank Robinson, Frankie Robinson. Put it on the back, Frankie. No, Frank Robinson. 1982 for Frank Robinson. And there we go, another museum piece. Another museum piece. Johnny Evers, second Sackers spikes. This pair of spikes was worn in a game by the Dewar second baseman during his 18-year pro career. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1946. Johnny Evers. Pair of his spikes that he wore. Goes in our museum pieces stack. Here we go. Voices of Summer. All right. To Cooperstown. Harry Carey. Harry Carey. Legendary announcer. I don't know if that's even got so many different subsets in this set, but it is nice that pretty much in every pack you get at least a subset or a hit. Holy cow, Harry Carey. I won't read you the whole thing. Card number 2. Card number 2 in that set. Run out of spaces here, guys. Ty Cobb, 1936. Ty Cobb, 1936. And then, of course, your win a trip card with the code on it. Oops. All right. Cleveland card collection. You just jump in there. Oh, about 2 minutes ago. Sorry, I missed your jump in there. Nice to have you with us there, Cleveland card collection. We're almost to, this is pack number 6. 5 more to go after this out of this box. But I'll highlight some of the hits that we got out of here. Some of the bigger ones, probably the serialized cards. There's so many different subsets in this set. But this is basically a Cooperstown. It's all Hall of Fame type memorabilia, things like that. It's a pretty cool set. I've got 2 complete sets of the commons in this series and stuff. I just thought it'd be neat to found a hobby box online for 2013 and 2012. This is the 2012. All right, Danny and Gray's Cards Toys. What's up, everyone? Thank you, Danny. Danny's and Gray's. Appreciate I think some of you guys I saw yesterday. Danny. Hey, Danny, welcome. All right, cool. So I'm just going to continue through this pack here. We've got Charlie Gehringer, 1949. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Van Johnson, 1937. Probably inexact. I don't really want to read all the backs of these cards. Lou Brock, 1985. Lou Brock, 1985. And our famous marker card. Not that I think they might have a couple relics in this. I don't know for sure, really. I know they do have the serialized in 1969 Roy Campanella. Roy Campanella. This is our second field general subset card that we got. That down here. And Jackie Robinson, 1962. Jackie Robinson. And our famous win a trip card, one in every pack. Codes are probably expired. All right, after this one here, we'll be down to the final 4. All right, I've almost broke my record. I've got four people in on my live stream right now. If we get one more person to jump in, that'd be cool. Got 1 thumbs up so far. Lou Gehrig, 1939. Lou Gehrig. Jim Rice, 2009. Jim Rice. Right, here we go. Here's my second largest player in my collection for anybody that watches my videos. Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. I was wondering if I was going to pull one of him. We won't get Ken Griffey Jr. in this one because this is 2012. Ken Griffey Jr. was 2016, so he was not yet a Hall of Famer. Famous marker card here. All right. Cool Papa Bell. Serialized. Oh, my word. I like this one. This one almost feels like that other sub. Oh, the induction year card for Reggie Jackson. This is card number 265 out of 599. James Thomas Bell. Cool Papa Bell. The subset serialized cards. Again, 265 out of 599. Put that down there with that set. Ryne Sandberg, 2005. Ryne Sandberg, 2005. A Cal Auto bat. Only thing is the auto is faded. Oh. And then your win a trip card here. Win a trip card. So yeah, for Lucas, sub to some of these guys here. They create some pretty good videos too. If you like my channel, there's plenty others out there and stuff, but I do enjoy. Lucas is my first faithful sub. All right, we've broken it now. All right, Cleveland Card Connection. I'll give a shout out to all you guys. Danny and Gray's Cards. We're up to 5. We're up to 6 now. We're getting a bunch of people in here. I got to get my 500 sub together. Hopefully, we'll be there before long. Yeah, I haven't quite even hit my 160. I was 156 last night. But my next milestone, of course, is 250. Rogers Hornsby, 1942. 1942. I got some thumbs up for this video. This is going to be my first well-attended video in the whole... Oh, my word. All right, this one must be... Yeah, this must be right there at the Hall of Fame. I haven't made it out there yet to Cooperstown, but I plan to one of these years in the not-so-near future. This is called The Village. The Village in Cooperstown, I'm assuming. Nice color photograph there. Didn't know these were in there. All right, I am running out of space here. Real quick, I'm gonna have to put it on the keyboard for now. All right, Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys. All right, so Cooperstown Ballparks, the Polo Grounds in New York. Oh, they had, and where did that other ballpark go? I didn't put it in the same stack. Probably did, but the Polo Grounds in New York back in the day. All right, and then we've got 1973, Roberto Clemente. Roberto Clemente. Then Satchel Paige in 1971. Satchel Paige, 1971. All right, we had a high of 6 so far, and our famous Win a Trip card. All right. After this, 2 more packs to go. Do appreciate everybody jumping in. It's always encouraging when you start getting more people, even if they just jump in for a short time. We had a high of 6 so far. That was cool. All right, so 1994, Steve Carlton. I used to watch him when I was a kid in New Jersey growing up during my high school years when he played for the Phillies. Steve Carlton. Cooperstown, another village. The Village. Must be another view of the Village in Cooperstown. Neat little setup there. Must be where they do the inductee ceremonies, maybe. All right, Cooperstown. Vin Scully, Voice of Summer. Voice of Summer, Vin Scully. That's our second announcer we've had here. All right. Ruby Marquardt, 1971, Ruby Marquardt. All right, yep. And then last but not least here, just dropped him. He flew out of my hand. He's flying. Whitey Ford, 1974, Whitey Ford. And our Win a Trip card, every pack gets one. All right. Next to last pack. Next to last pack. For a baseball tournament. That is pretty cool, yes. Pretty soon, me and I've almost got my pastor talked into it. We might go spend a couple days at Cooperstown. I think you need more than a day probably when you do go to Cooperstown. Early Win, 1972, he was inducted. All right, Robin Yount, 1999 for Robin Yount. Back up to 6. Buck Leonard, 1972, Buck Leonard. All right, we've got this one's a little bit different. We've had two of the full cards so far. This is number 3. This is card number 284 of 299, Rogers Hornsby. Rogers Hornsby. Cool card of Rogers Hornsby there. Subset serialized 284 out of 299. Then Gary Carter, 2003. Gary Carter, 2003. And our famous 23rd Hall of Fame Win a Trip card. Last pack in the hobby box. Last pack. Oh, come on, get out of there. The alert's showing up. All right, last pack in our 2012 Cooperstown hobby box. So we got Zach Wheat, 1959. Zach Wheat, 1959. Rick Farrell, 1984. Rick Farrell. Walter Alston, 1983. Walter Alston. And then we have Cooperstown, Famous Moments, April 19th, 1940. Feller fires opening day no-hitter. Bob Feller. Wow, opening day and he gets a no-hitter. Baseball used during the official game. This baseball was used by Bob Feller in the only opening day no-hitter in history, April 19th, 1940. So it's not a relic card, it just shows you the baseball. No doubt is in the Cooperstown Museum there. No-hitter, opening day no-hitter. All right. So that will go down here with those cards. And our next to last card is Ryne Sandberg. 2005 he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And our last Hall of Fame holiday win-a-trip card. Got 24 of them now. All right. Thanks everyone that's out there. I'm going to highlight just a couple of our big hits through the hobby break. This one is, of course, the only on-card signature that we got. It's in blue ink, and it's serialized. Card number 224 of 499 from Goose Goslin. Goose Goslin, on-card signature, serialized card. Then, of course, we've got these 3 holo cards. Tell me what the odds are of this one. I'm going to just show you these two at the same time. But I've got a Rogers Hornsby, the one we just pulled toward the end there. It's card number 284 of 299, and a Carlton Fisk 284 out of 299. That is pretty wild to have in the same hobby box 2 serialized cards, number 284 of 299 for 2 different players. That is pretty cool. I'm a numbers guy, sorry, and that just kind of struck out at me. And then the other serialized card I got here is 281 out of 299, Fergie Jenkins. Then here, I just want to I don't want to highlight all these cards, but I'll highlight this one here. This is a Cooperstown Reggie Jackson card. It almost curls a little bit, so I don't know how they did this for sure, but the texture on this is almost like a thin piece of wood, but I know it's not. Induction year 1993 for Reggie Jackson. Has a cool feel to the top of the card there. Show you the back here. Then, of course, the other ones we got here, the other serialized cards we have is 3 bronze history cards. These are $5.99. This is card number 265 for Cool Boppa Bell. And then card number 71 out of $5.99 for Harry Wright. And then our last serialized card, 194 out of 599, is Gettysburg Eddie Plank, Edward Plank. So other than that, that's pretty much the big hits that we got out of this box. I appreciate everybody that stopped in. We hit a high of 6. I'll review it toward the end there. I might have made it up to 7 viewers at one time, but it's just been cool, great. So I had to do it about a half an hour earlier than my usual streams that I do. Just had to get it out of the way and done. So that takes care of that hobby for today. Thanks everybody for coming by. Appreciate it. And we'll be checking out all your channels whenever I'm up in my break and separation room, getting things ready to list on eBay. I listen to and watch videos while I'm doing that on my iMac as I'm in my separation room. So until next Tuesday when I go live again, have a great, wonderful weekend, and take care, everybody out there. Shout out to everybody that joined my stream today. Bye now.